What's going on, guys? Welcome back into some more Cities Skylines and Chandler County. So I hope you enjoyed the little time lapse at the beginning right there. If you stuck around and watched that part, all it really was just kind of showing off a bit of redesign that I worked on over the last few days, because I was just in the mood to play and I didn't really have anything specifically I wanted to record. But I did want to work on some of the road layouts. Some of the big stuff I worked on was right around in this area. I redid the road network here just because it was starting to bother me the way that the roads were coming together. I don't really want to use the word haphazard, but it felt really haphazard. It just didn't feel like it was a somewhat logical road layout that a city might have. It just kind of felt all slapped together. So I wanted to work on that some. I also went in and added in some minor collector roads using these median roads from the big urban roads pack. Now, I have modified these because normally these are a continuous center turning lane, and that's not really how they work here, at least where I live. They always do break for roads. As you can see, some of my intersection nodes are doing weird things. This one is light gray, this one is light gray, this one is... yeah, that one is that, and that one is doing the same thing. And then we get right here, and they are perfectly fine. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it sometimes. They're doing some weird stuff, and I've got some houses that are overlapping, it looks like, from when I was redesigning some stuff. So yeah, I added in a minor collector road right there. This has a speed of, I believe it's 35 miles an hour, whereas everything else is 25. And then I think, yeah, I put another one right over here. So minor collector roads, just kind of serving as the junctions between the residential areas and the main street right here, which I've redone the main street yet again, and I went back to the 6-lane asymmetric kind of stuff right here. I just decided I like that a little bit better. And over here, something similar, although I have not upgraded this to... no, not that one. Oh, no, I haven't. I haven't upgraded this yet to the turning lane road. I will later on, and this will also be another collector. So this will be a collector that kind of goes all the way through. It's going to go all the way from this main road over here, all the way off that way. We also have a road right here that's going to be upgraded into a collector style road as well. And then up here was basically, I just took the Move It marquee selection and I selected this whole area of town and I hit delete on just the whole thing. Hit delete on the whole freaking thing. I just did not like the way any of this part of town was coming together. The more I looked at it, the more I hated it, and I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I decided just to kind of have a redo and start over from scratch on this part of town up here. I wanted a slightly more structured area of town over on this side, so I decided to do. It is a grid, but it's not a perfect grid. Excuse me. No, it's not perfectly gridded blocks. You know, we got some larger areas, some smaller areas. The grid breaks down in some spots. It does end. And it does connect in to our highway right here, at least in one spot. And I'm okay with this not being a full-on collector. What we might actually do right here is take it and go with our 2-lane road and just... oh, I've got to shuffle that. Yeah. And just kind of at least change it to this style road. And then at the end, we could go under our asymmetrics and maybe add in a specific turning lane right there. So now it has dual turning lanes for both sides. And that would be, I would see something like this. This would be something I could totally expect to see around here. You may also notice that our streets in our residential areas have changed. I have swapped over from the big suburban roads into these. They're an older road model. They've been around for a little while now, from Urbanist, and it's just a suburban street version 2. The reason I like this right here compared to the big urban roads pack, if we take a look at these, the big urban roads pack, yes, it does match in really well with like a lot of these Chrysler buildings and of course the big suburban roads and the big suburban buildings. If you'll notice right here, that driveway, it actually cuts it off. It doesn't connect in all the way. Now, no, these don't connect in all the way to the street like it would if it was a vanilla road with a sidewalk all the way to the edge. But this right here at least looks better than that. And I like the road texture a little bit better on it. And I like having the gray sidewalk instead of the white sidewalk. So I decided to make that change and swap everything around to those. And yeah, I'm still going to use those suburban roads when we build an actual suburban neighborhood. Oh, and I made a cul-de-sac. I made a nifty little cul-de-sac right here. Next time I make one, I'll show you how to do it. It's actually really easy with node controller. You basically just pull your road up, add another node, and then stretch this to the final node. You do a stretch to 200%. And it creates a roundabout. Now, the zoning only is on the sides, so you do have to plop in some residential buildings, but you can make some nice little cul-de-sacs. I'm really happy with that one. I think it's the only one I have in the city, but I'm super happy with how it turned out. It's really cool. I might actually put a cul-de-sac right here. This is a nice little spot for a cul-de-sac. But that's not what I want to work on today. What I want to work on today is a little bit of... We're going to start our first big box. We have a small box. We have a small box over here with the Ingles. I want to add in our first big box. I want to add in a Home Depot. I'm going to put a Home Depot in the city. That's going to go over here in this area. We're going to put in a Home Depot over here and get that set up. And we'll see how much time we have left in the video. If we have some more time, then I would like to actually come right along through here. And I want to start changing these out. This is just, basic zoning. And even though this is all set by a district, it just looks awful. It just looks so bad. The game just... Ugh. I want to change all this up. I want to start making this look a little bit better. But first, I want to get this Home Depot built. So we're going to come up here, and we're going to build it right here off of this, on this corner. This is the corner right here of our bypass road, and then this national highway. That's where I want to get this started. We're going to use the big parking lot roads. I've been playing around with them a little bit. I finally learned how they work, so I am comfortable enough getting these in here. So we're going to start right there with it, and we're going to start with a border coming up this way. Then a border coming over here. Let's get this turned the right way. There we go. Then we're going to start our fillers in between. So this stuff is actually really easy to do. It just takes a little getting used to. We're going to come right there with some fillers. Drag him on out a little bit more. And then get one more road right there. Cool. All right, we're going to take this one out. It's a nice big parking lot right there. All right, so for the top right here, do I want to do... You know what? Yes, we're going to do that. Okay, then it's going to have another connection coming off over this way. I just thought about it, and this actually needs to be a little bit longer. And actually, I want to angle it some. Just a slight angle to it. Maybe to like right... Yeah, right there. Take that out. Change this up here in a second. Okay, so that was not happy with how that worked here. I can fix that, I think, by going... No, I can't. I had this working the other day. It's picky. Gonna go like that with it. Oh no, I think I did filler up top. Yeah, that's what I did. I had done the filler up top. Okay, then we'll do drive, but I don't want it that long. Bring him back to there. Okay. Grab our drive again. Bring him to right there. The reason I'm bringing them in so short is because I want to use these to create some turning lanes. so people can have a turning lane to get in and out of the area. All right. Like I probably ought to move it back just a little bit more. Let's turn that off. Take it to right there. That'll work. It looks a little funky. We'll clean it up here shortly. Don't worry. Okay. There's the start of that. Get our parking in. We're going to do curbless parking right here. And grab the rest of... Get a little bit more parking there. Now, before I do the end of the parking... Oh, it's doing some weird stuff right there. I think... Yeah. Doing it because of a little spacing issue. Let's select all of this and set it to that height. Okay. All right, that kind of fixed that up a little bit. Good deal. Now, let's get the Home Depot in. Wow, you're massive. Wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Holy crap, it's a big building. I love it, though. Love it. Okay, cool. So that'll work. So now we're going to put in the other parking. All right, so our accessible parking will be right there. That means the rest of this is just going to be standard issue parking right to there and there. Deal. Oh, and these got off a little bit. And it's just because of the way I had to do this. Let's turn off nodes and segments. Do this manually. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be okay. That'll work. Okay, so there's some accessible parking. Now, where is the loading area? Loading area is back here. I think I'm going to use the parking lot roads back here for this part. Bring that down the side. Then over here, we'll just do a regular old drive again. Yeah, because that goes into the garden center. There's actually usually parking along this side as well. I think we may do the parking lot roads over here. We'll clean all these weird things up here in a second. Let's get this fixed first. Okay. Yeah, normally it would actually have a big garden area on the side. Thought of that. Actually, would normally have a big garden area on the outside. So, I don't know if I have anything I could make a garden center with. Just keep dragging him out a little bit, where I would imagine garden center would go right there. Okay. Change this up a little bit here, maybe to... Okay. All right, and can get a drive right there, but it's going to be weird. How about a filler the whole way? happening here? Okay, that's fixed it. You are doing some weird stuff. Fix yourself. Please. Perfect. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, can I get rid of that sharp curve with node controller? Can. Might be a little ugly, but I can get rid of it. All right, I can clean that up a little bit more here in a moment. Okay. Yeah, I really didn't even realize that this didn't have the garden center attached to it. I didn't even pay attention to that. But we'll make our own garden center, basically. We're just gonna make our own. Okay, now I have to find some way to connect all this up with itself. Mm. Okay, that'll work. We do have some extra nodes here that I could oh, no, it didn't. It actually made that one, just one node. Okay, good. Okay, so there's that. So this is just going to get standard issue parking. We will put some accessible parking up on the sides right here. I think I've got some accessible parking for this. Yep. There it is. Okay, some more accessible parking right there. That'll be good. Plenty of accessible parking for these people. Now, let's select all of this right here again. Just make sure it's all at the right height. So object height up to here, please. Good deal. And I want to level this terrain out. That height. All of it's nice and level. All right, so there's that part done. Now, we need some markings and stuff around here for all of this. Sorry, I'm zooming in and out a lot, I know. I'm constantly looking to see what else, how I need to, like, go forward with this. This back here actually does need another connection. And I will explain why here in a moment. Actually means I could probably fix these nodes. Square these back up. What does it look like if I square you up? Actually, that right there looks better. I'm going to scooch him over just a touch. Right there. Right about there. And actually, the way these right here work is this is actually like a pull-through area right there. Yeah, it would actually pull through right there. That's where it's like what it says. It's a contractor's pickup. Hold on. Wonder if. Ah. out of the way. Bring him up to the edge right there. Yeah, that's better. We can take out some of this parking. And then I believe there's a no clip or something. Isn't there like a clipping thing? Yeah. Do that right there to remove the clipping. That's a lot more like it right there. All right, let's fill in all of this with concrete because it's what it would be. Fix these edges a little bit real quick where I got over a little far. There we go. Good deal. This is starting to look like a real Home Depot. All right, let's scoot him back just a touch. I just don't want that yellow line. Yeah, it bleeds over a little bit. It's just because of the filler edge. The filler edge is not meant to be used like this, but I'm using it that way. But it's not really meant to be, but I am anyways. Possibly I could do this. What would it look like if I did this? It's gonna be really annoying to do that. No, it's not really working. I mean, that straightens the edge up. Oh, that fixed it. Whatever. Okay, I don't know why I didn't do that earlier, but whatever. Doing it now, so I'm fine with it. Okay, cool. There's that in there, and there's that in there. Now, for this thing over here, let me see what I can't come up with. Okay, so there's a start of what I want to do for like the garden area. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do it without using about 5 bajillion props over here. But I think it'll work. So, all right, so now I'm ready to move to the backside back here. And this backside, I have this connected in, but I may shorten this a little bit. Keep him lined up here and bring him all the way back. I think use this one here. That. All right, we're going to do that. Take that drive and connect it into the back like, that may be way bigger than I intended. That's more like it. Eh. There. Fairly close. Sticking out further than I wanted it to right there, though. Now, this road could come on over, so... And it's all wonky anyways. Fix that part. Really, that's 90. There. Okay. Oh, dang it. Ah. Draw the line. Okay. Okay. Bring it around like that. Now we'll select all these and make sure they are at the correct height. Now they are. Good. I can fix that part right there with some curves, I think. Our node controller, see if we can't maybe clean some of this right here up. Okay. Wear that part right there up with it. Deal. I want to actually tell this right here to take out the center lights. I'll add my own lights in. Cool. All right, so there's the basics of it right there. Getting there. Oh, that's right. I wanted a connection back here. This was going to have a different connection as well. Mate. Yeah, we're going to just take the whole thing. Not any of this, though. Yeah, we're going to take the whole thing and move it over here a little bit. Like that. All right, just so I can do my little piece of road right here. So. And like so. I can fix that. I can fix that right there up. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Now, I do want one more connection up here, which is going to wreck everything I just did. But it is what it is. Totally destroyed it all. That way with it. That's up. All right, square those edges up. That'll work. This is specifically for trucks right up here. So what I'm going to do is tell this to disallow trucks. No trucks, no garbage. Okay, cool. So trucks will just be allowed to come in on this backside. Tell this thing right here, none and no road signs. I will do my own. All right. There is the start of the Home Depot. Why does that look like it's going uphill? It is going uphill. Now it's fixed. Now it's all level as it should be. All right, detailing time. Time to make this place actually look like it's a business. All right, so we got all of our parking lights in, plenty of lights and everything. And are these things floating? Oh my god, they're floating. They're all floating. Oh god, I hate that. Gotta fix them all now. And there's too many props in here for me to just select props and select. Well, you know, maybe I could actually. Hold on. Take off everything except props. Select all the props and set to terrain height. That ain't gonna work. All right, so that got all of those down. It's just now these are underground. There we go. Okay. All right, now nothing should be floating. No. Okay, good. Plenty of lights. Home Depot isn't really well known for, you know, fancy landscaping. You know, they're you know, they're literally a giant hardware store. They kind of keep things simple. So we're going to keep it simple too. We're just going to put in some nice simple bushes, maybe some grasses. Just put in some nice decorative grass, whatever this is. This one I have selected, those are cordyceps. It's just some bushy grass. Every Home Depot I ever go to, they are, you know, sometimes their landscaping is a little sad looking. Put in some bushes on these. We've got the grasses in the back. Maybe we'll put in some nicer bushes up towards the front, just to kind of change it up a little bit so it's not all the exact same. There we go. Very basic landscaping. I love the little shopping cart corrals. Even though I just realized they're all backwards. All backwards. And now they're all floating. They're all floating and they're all backwards. I'm sure someone was yelling at me during that time lapse going, "You're putting them in backwards." I figured that out eventually. That object height move you in there. Oh, you still didn't work. Why didn't you still work? There. Let's just do it this way. Only sets I had. Okay, we'll just do it this way. Set there and a set right there. Okay, cool. There we go. Some shopping cart returns. Lovely. For all the shopping carts. Anyways. Just some basic, you know, traffic direction right here. Keep people going in the right directions for everything. This right here, unfortunately, they won't go all the way over, which is really what I wanted them to do. So I may end up actually taking them out and make my own and just put in my own crosswalks right here, because they don't stretch all the way over, because this road technically ends right here. So I couldn't get them to go all the way over. So I may go back and change that on my own. All right, so back here in the back, we had a couple of things we were wanting to do back here. Oh, right. I was like, why isn't anything for pavement showing up? I'm still on lights. We do have ploppable pavement. That's not really what I'm looking for. Actually, maybe I could do this. This will work for me. Really hate to, because it uses kind of ridiculous to have to use that many props for that. I'm thinking real quick how I can get rid of that. What if I use node controller? Can't select that road. All right, I'll fool with that part later. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that just yet. I'm not going to sit here and waste time on it. We do need some dumpsters in the back. Fortunate parts of life are dumpsters. These are all going to float because this is all sunken. It's going to be. So I guess we'll put the dumpsters back here. Put all the dumpsters back there in the back. Deal. Oh, that's some tiling not working right. All right. Of course, we have a Home Depot sign right here. This Home Depot sign actually needs a little something around it. Let's get a mulch bed. Not how you spell mulch. This is. Let's get a larger mulch bed than that. Nice mulch bed underneath it. Try to center that up a little bit more, please, though. About centered. And we'll get some bushes around it. Thought I had some smaller ones. Yeah, I do right there. Just some, again, very basic stuff. Nothing too fancy. Home Depot usually doesn't have a lot of signs. I've seen people like lay out like Walmarts and Lowe's and Home Depots, and they'll have signs like everywhere. I never see that. There's like one sign. Because honestly, once you know where the Home Depot is, you know where Home Depot's at. You're not going to miss it. So they usually just have one sign along a major route, and that's going to be about it. Otherwise, you know, everybody knows everybody's going to know where Home Depot's at. You can find it if you really want it. Now, the only thing I'm not really liking is this side right here. And what we might do instead on this side is bring down another road. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't think it's going to. It's going to be really annoying. I just flopped it. Oh, I think I can make it work actually. Not going to be happy about it. Oh, and it's going to be real funky. Bring it down to that height. This side over here. Bring him out to about right there. About where he would need to go. We'll make it a little bit tighter on that side, I guess. Stop that. Okay. All right, let's get him in right there. Go right here. We'll go here. And grab that no clip piece. Put him. Oh, I know why. Because of this. I did the border. There's that. It's just not happy with being right there. I'll move this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And trees, please. We're going to move him down to this one. didn't want you to move. I wanted you to copy. Go there. Please don't be floating. Go there. Go right here. We'll also get one of these on the end. I don't know what these things are. I just see them. I just see them all over the place at Lowe's and Home Depots. So, you know what? They're going to get them too. This light really moved maybe like right into there. Oh God, now you're floating. Because this stuff is never centered up. Every time I see it, it's never centered up. But the lights are kind of, they're never centered up with each other. Lovely. Now this. Okay, let me see what I can do with this. Okay, don't ask me how I did it, but I did it. Like a little, I had to get mean with it for a second. All right, let's put in a no clip there. Good. And that cleans up that side much, much better. Oh God, all of that is floating. I don't want you floating. I want you to go right there. Thank you. All right. Cool. I keep thinking I see stuff floating. It's kind of stressing me out. All right. So there is the parking lot for the Home Depot. It's looking rather lovely, but it's looking a little clean. Looking a little clean. So let's do this. Go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go under props. We're going to look for road. And I forgot what exactly it was called, so I gotta find it. Towards the bottom. Roadway 1. I know you're probably thinking, what in the heck? Don't worry, just hold on. Just hold on. There we go. He's in a little bit. Lovely. All right. Let us... actually, hold on. Okay, that doesn't change anything. Change the scale down to maybe 80. Yeah, that's a little bit it's a little bit softer looking. Keep it right in the middle. All right. Copy that. Go to there. Paste. Sure. Right here is kind of what I was afraid of. We'll paste. And then this also tells me I'm going to have to move some stuff around. I'm going to have to change this side right here to a single parking lot. And then just have a drive aisle on one side and no parking on the other. So that's something I want to have to do. All right, then we'll go here to here. Again, paste that in there. Now the aisles look a little dirtier. Look a little more worn. That one right there in there too. Good. Now there's a few other things we can do. Let's do this. Okay, just some very faint tire marks coming out. Always feel like that kind of adds to the realism a little bit. Just to have some tire marks, you know, and honestly, I might even do it instead of that. What if I did tire marks there? What would that would look like instead? They'll have to rotate 90 degrees. Then we'll have to change the step to bring them back in. Whoops. Hold on, let's just back to 0. Oh god. Look at that. That's crazy. Like that, maybe? I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. Which one do you like better? I could always also just mix this too. Could always put like double them up and put this back. Oh wait, no. I want to add a rule. My bad. The problem with having too much, because these things, you know, you can't really even see the tire marks underneath it. You barely can. So I'm not as big of a fan of having both of those decals. But I'll leave it up to you guys. Which ones do you like? What do you like to have more? Maybe just the tire marks going through there, or a little bit of wear and tear. Which looks better to you all? I'll leave it up to you guys on that part right there, on how that should look. Oh, that's a lot of people in there. 184 people that work there. Is that right? Does the Home Depot have 184 people? Good lord. All right, so there's just a handful more things I need to do. We need to put a little more parking back here in the back. Too much then. Fine. Okay, a little more parking back there. This is for the loading area, and so what we're going to do here is grab our building spawn points. We're going to add a point for trucks. Take out the fire truck, and then we'll remove garbage trucks and cargo trucks from the first one. Then we are going to perfect. Now this one right here spawns way off in the front, and I really don't like that. So we're going to move this one also back up, maybe towards the front a little bit more. There. Okay, so now our cargo trucks and garbage trucks will come back here to the back and use this road as they're supposed to. Let me make sure that all my vehicle restrictions are still turned on. They are. You can hit play on this guy. There's still more detailing to do. I need to kind of work on this guy right here. I want to come out back and add in maybe some crates of some kind, some boxes. I had a big pack of crates that were used for decorating, but I didn't really like them. So I'll probably come back here and add in some random stuff back here in the back. There's still more detailing to do back in that area that I will want to work on the garden center. And I'm not going to do anything around it just yet, because we're probably going to add in like maybe another business or two right here. We might add in like something small right over in here. Something in the front. So we're going to have some other businesses around it. So I don't want to landscape around it until we know what all else is coming along with this right now. There is one bit of detailing I do want to do with you guys before we end the episode, which I'm not going to get to anything else because this took a lot longer than I thought. But we've got to do something that is super, super common around here. These all have to be sunken down properly where they belong, but you know how it goes. Shopping carts everywhere except in the corrals, and they're in the bushes, and they're at the end of the parking lots, and they're everywhere. But there's the start of our commercial area right here with our Home Depot. It's a great fit for the city. There's a lot of building going on. I would think Home Depot would be like, hey, this city's got a lot happening. We can make a small fortune from selling building materials to these people. So they are definitely loving it here, and I'm loving this little area. I think this looks really, really nice, and I can't wait to do some more with it. So guys, in the next episode, we will continue on with my promise of some more commercial stuff. We're going to add in some strip malls and some other more interesting looking commercial areas over here along the highway instead of this mess that the game has built for us. We're going to fix it up our own way and then continue expanding our population out. I need to get up to 9,000 population so I can unlock access to incineration plants. I really need some incineration plants going so I can stop building, and the waste disposal unit probably too. So I can stop building landfills. I want to start incinerating our garbage. So with that, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.